Hey, what's up, y'all? This Rom coming back at you with yet another smartphone couch video. It's more accurate to call modern women little girls. It's more accurate. Now, this is a follow-up of the video I did yesterday in the car video, and I said I would address this because I was talking about good men becoming F-boys. And one of the things I need to really point out before I keep going, because people ain't used to me like saying anything about the women, but this ain't even new for me. I had actually talked about little girls versus grown women on March 6, 2016. A link for it in the description box. It was when I was just really getting started on YouTube. And it's a major issue. It's a major issue because the problem, if you really pay attention, all the traits that men are calling, they're ascribing the term modern woman to, and quite frankly thinking it's new. It really isn't, but it's really just a selfish behavior in many women. Now, as I explained in that video back on March 6, 2016, the little girl is just that woman that she can be an adult woman. She can have a house, car, education, all that, but her emotional state is very much a little girl. See, here's the difference a simple difference between a little girl and a grown woman. It's not it's not chronological. In fact, I've met little girls who in their 40s and 50s even had grandchildren. And little girls, and then I've met grown women who were in their teens. They had more sense, behaved in a better way. And it's a matter of emotional maturity. Because think about the little girl. The little girl ain't necessarily evil. She's just self-centered. Everything's her. And she's like living in the fantasy. She ain't thinking about, like, if you say use a term, what you bring to the table, they ain't bringing anything. Do little girls bring anything? Oh, they just want to eat their milk and cookies and play with their dolls. Everything is them. Them. And that's how they even judge and how you even dealing with what you doing for them. See, the difference is a grown woman, she appreciates what you do for her. She really loves it. But a true grown woman is going to do for you as a man. That's the difference. It's a simple difference. Like a truly grown woman, you don't have to be looking at say, you gonna make me something. See, a little girl's gonna be like, nah, I ain't do that. I don't cook for no man. I don't do all that. The grown woman, she's gonna cook not as in a position of being submissive or serving a man. She gonna do it out of love. She gonna give out of love. She gonna make sure he all right out of love. She's gonna give. And she's gonna give freely. It's not a big deal. It is not a big deal for her to give, because that's an adult. See, you got a lot of women out here, they ain't on that adult thing. And before some women come over here and talk about, well, a bunch of guys don't know deflections. Because let's be real, a lot of little girls are messing with little boys. And let me be clear, I don't mean he's an F-boy or whatever, just as long as he's not mature. Indeed, sometimes some little girls don't want to mess with a man who act like a grown man, who act like he got some sense. Because he ain't going to be going for all that milk and cookies and paper dolls and all of that type of thing. He's going to require you be accountable. He's going to require that you be in the real world. Not the fantasy thing. Like when you get those women, they're in a position where they know they couldn't attract like a quote unquote high value man. Or, that man with all that money and tall, or he got to be 6 feet. And look, let me say something about that. A lot of guys get mad when women say, well, he got to be 6 feet. He got to make this much money. I wouldn't even give him the time of day. Because immediately that says they're a little girl. Because she ain't in a fantasy. And I've said this on my woman's channel. I said, well, hold up. Where you going to go to meet that guy? You can want that man all you want. Where you going to go to meet him? That's a little girl thing. I'm going to tell you what. That's why Disney is the company it is, because that's how they made their money. They sold those fantasies. That's how a lot of media is selling that fantasy. They selling to the little girl. They tapping into the little girl in there. Trust me, they got psychologists. These major companies, they got psychologists working for them. They tapping into that little girl. Say a grown woman is like, well, hold up. These are men I'm around. You know, I got to bring something to the table. Boom. They know it's not they know a relationship is a two-way street. It ain't one-sided. Because how many men have dealt with a woman and it's like her. If you listen, just sit back and listen. It's always about her. What you doing for her? Well, you didn't make me feel a certain way and everything. Okay, and on one level that's fair because you got to give to each other. But then if you would have like turned the tables and say, well, what you doing for me? It was like, well, I'm here. Okay. What else? Are you going out? What are you sacrificing for me? You know, that's a little girl's the type. She gonna go hang out with the girls, even if you know, she don't feel. Even if you not feeling well, hell, you might be in trouble if you not feeling well with her. See, the grown woman, she gonna be like, the girls be like, yeah, go hang in. Nah, my baby's sick. Nah, y'all go do y'all thing. Yeah, y'all good. We can do it the next time. Shoot, in fact, a grown woman probably wouldn't want to hang out with those women. And that's the simple thing. And I know some, you know, seriously, you get some women, well, we do what we want. That's a little girl. You in a society. Because if a man said the same exact thing, oh, he be clowned. Because you got groups out here trying to tell the man, okay, he's supposed to do this, and this. And as a man, he's supposed to like take charge, control his environment. And that's fair. But see, if a woman wants a king, she need to be a queen and not the fairy princess. Let me say it again. If she wants a king, she got to be a queen. A queen is responsible. A queen ain't up there just playing around, having everything her way. Nah. She know if she want to receive something, she got to give. She got to give something. It ain't necessarily money. It ain't even necessarily sex. Sometimes she knows she got to give him some peace. She knows she knows she need to make his life comfortable. Just like he provided, like if he providing for her, he protecting, providing for her, maybe she don't even have to work. Oh, she knows she need to have a meal. She need to do her job. She need to do something. She need to be right. You know? Because you got some little girls out there, they doing their thing. And, you know, then get mad when the man don't want to play along with it. They think something wrong. So you know what they do? They'll go out and find that male who's going to play along with them. Except it's cool. It's cool until real life happens. See, in real life, the thing about the little girl, they want to just party all the time. Even if they work. When they deal with a man, party, we want to have fun. Serious shit happen, and then when, you know, instead of getting a man, they get a male. They get a male, biological male, all of a sudden he got to get serious, and then they get mad at him. They get mad at him. In fact, some little girls, you know, they might marry that immature male. They might even marry that immature male. But then when he don't grow up, they wonder what the hell happened. I was like, he was what you got when you got him. And let me be clear, that don't necessarily mean an immature man is necessarily a player. You know, you got plenty of immature males, they far from players, but they're just not mature. And you know, you get some little girls, but the little girl don't care either way, as long as the man is feeding her. And see, like I said yesterday, you get a lot of grown men who think they dealing with a grown woman. They think it. They can fake it just long enough. But when some shit start to hit the fan, they need that little girl to grow up. They don't do it. And you know, let me be clear. Check out the video I did before, because it's not complicated. You like, don't be like thinking, oh well, this and this. They've always existed. Only difference between now and back in the day, we got social media to talk about it, but they've always existed. And in fact, a lot of times, one difference is, back in the day, those little girls, those would be the ones in general might grow up either without kids, or if they do have kids, you find out that their mother had to raise the children. Their mother and father had to raise the children. I've actually met some women like that. They'll be older, and I'll call out. I don't care if she see this shit. I don't care if she see this shit. You know what she gonna do? What's she gonna do about it? Like, there was this woman I went out with. I never forget, went to see Boys in the Hood with her. Now, how old was I at the time? That was 91. I was about 26. She was 38. All right, we in the movie. She yelling at the movie. This is the first time I really encountered a grown little girl. I ain't really started using the term until people in like our little inner circle started using it like mid 2000s. But so we in there. She 38 now. I'm thinking, oh yeah, I got this older woman. Yeah, she was fine and stuff. I'm thinking it. She was yelling at the movie so much and talking loud and stuff. You had actual chronological young women looking back at her and like looking at her like she was crazy. And I was like, you gotta be kidding. I was like, wait a minute. I'm thinking I'm going out with this older woman and she was just immature. Then I found out later. And yeah, like I said, I don't care if she see this. I ain't calling her name. Found out later, even though she had a daughter, it was her mother that mostly raised the daughter. In fact, when I was dealing with her a little bit, I was still young. Yeah, she was immature, but she had a fat ass. I ain't gonna lie. I remember I called her. Her daughter was talking to me like she was the parent. I was like, what the hell? Unfortunately, I ran into a couple more like that. I'm like, wait a minute. And that's when I started saying, wait a minute, hold up, what the fuck? And that's when I stopped paying attention to just how old they say they are in their behavior. And this is for the men mainly. It's not even talking about just going in on the women, what to do. It's a simple thing. When you're dealing with a woman, is her everything going to be about her? Or is she concerned about you? Does she show any concern about you? Is she concerned that, you know what, you might not, she ain't one of those women say, oh, you got to be this, you got to be that. Is she one of those women like, hey, I see you working hard. Can I get you a sandwich or something? Or you need some help with something? That's the grown woman. And see, I'm going to tell you what. One of the things that has to be done by men, we have to recognize these grown women. One thing about the grown women, they ain't going to necessarily be hoochie. They ain't going to be looking like some IG woman or something like that. They still going to have a level of attractiveness because a grown woman, regardless of her natural genetics, is going to at least fix herself up. She's going to be decent. See, a grown woman will always be decent. She's going to at least take care of herself. Because she's going to have enough common sense to know, you know what, I got to take care of myself to get these guys. See, the little girl is the type who probably would fix herself up and still expect a top-notch man to want her. So that's the beauty of the grown woman. The only thing is men need to deal with them. But see, the only thing about the grown woman, I know some guys are turned off by. Grown woman mean you gotta be grown with them. You gotta be correct with them. You can't be on no bullshit. You can be straight up with a grown woman. She can handle it. You gotta be correct in how you carry yourself, how you are. They gonna want you. Now, one of the bad part is with that, if you can find that woman's acting grown from a young age. Because I knew, unfortunately, for some of them, it's too late. I just hate to say that. And any women listening to this need to keep that in mind. You need to get that grown in you. Don't think just because you reach a certain age and you got some degrees or money or whatever, you're automatically grown. No, not at all. All right? So, anyway. That's it. But yeah, saying modern woman, seriously, it'd be just more accurate to say girls. Don't put grown in it, don't put modern, don't put woman in it. And then separate them from the grown women. Grown women are sensible. You can have a conversation with them. They still got emotion like any woman, but at least they're going to at least show you some respect. Even if they ain't trying to get in you. They ain't trying to get naked with you. That's the thing. They at least gonna have some level of respect because they know they have to give something. So just think about it like this, very simple. The little girl is me. The grown woman is us. It's that simple, all right? So anyway, fellas, that's it for now. And real quick, I'm not doing the car video. I'm getting massage today, and I was thinking about that. I was like, nah, I don't want to go in with this energy, and when I come out, I want to just chill. All right, I want to just chill. I'm getting a professional massage, so that's one thing I'll be doing and stuff. So anyway, y'all, that's it. Get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.